YouTube, I can't. It'll take a little bit. There we go. All right, well, there we are. All right, I guess we can go back to the planner that me switching my scenes in OBS crashed my OBS for. Good morning. What's up, man? Let's see. I'll find it. Let's try this again. Hopefully it won't crash. It won't crash it. Okay. Oh, didn't crash it. Good. Trying to get the Random Rails build going. So as my PC, I've just started to actually use OBS. It's been crazy. Yo, there's so many like little small bugs with it, man. And at times it can kind of make you feel like something's wrong with your PC, like you did something wrong. When the reality is like, when the reality is just some bugs that have to kind of flesh out. All right, so here we go. All right, so let's go ahead and make the switch real quick. Ready, strike. Invigorating strike. Gotta go mirror sharpshooter. And that's it. Trying to figure out, make sure that is everything. I think that is it. Because everything else stays exactly the same. Who was asking it? It says solved there. I know a lot of people probably left because of the like disconnect. But there we go. Oh, you are? Okay. There you go. What about swapping clone and cleave tempers? Oh, you mean like do like clone on the bow and then cleave on the dagger? Whoops. We could try that. I'm down to give that a try. Can hit 100% clone double deck. Yeah, that actually would be pretty sweet, actually. All right, let me get back into the game. I guess how much of the temper I have left. I probably can go with the crossbow now, actually. Just don't have to worry. Well, I guess the crossbow's gonna feel worse with the cow trap though. I don't know how many more tempers I have on this bow. Master with the cleave, that's something meaning more AoE. I don't really think we do that because I mean I think if all the clones are also AoEing but they're also dealing double damage, then that should just be more damage overall, right? So like if the shadow clone's cleave is doing more damage, then that should be better than just me. And it's also better than like, you know, also for single target. So it actually makes sense to do that. To swap it. Let me see something. Yeah. Let's go to gameplay, share functions. See where I'm at with that. Okay, so I do have time. Oh, by the way, yeah, I was using percent damage. Not that it's that big of a difference between crit damage and percent damage, but I forgot to roll this. I forgot to roll the percent damage off to like, I don't know, crit damage or something. Totally forgot. All right, well, let's do this and see if I don't break this whatchamacallit. I haven't redid this yet, so this I have. Let's see, agile augments. Ooh, flurry. Okay. All right, come on. Come on. I had like a higher roll though, but all right. At this point, I probably should remaster word then. Take that dex off. A desk off, but like, you know, get it on the whatchamacallit. I'm gonna need a new dagger though, because I don't want to mess with that. So one of the daggers that you guys gave me, we'll take this one. %. Let's see. Finesse. Plus damage. Cool. Let me actually roll this off though. Okay. What was on this one?
The wonders of sanctuary at your fingertips. How may I help you?
whole clip. Okay. Guess we retemper now. Not some retemper, sorry. Remaster work. I'm not gonna spend too many mass on this. As much as I like it, I kind of want to get my other stuff up. I still gotta do rapid fire. There we go. Let me get close damage, please. And critical strike damage. Now we need a pin shot rogue. I just think pin shot is just it's just not in a good spot right now. There are quite a few things that don't work with the clone on pin shot. They don't get enhanced pin shot nor the other thing on pin shot. So that okay, cool. That gives me less motivation to actually really like do something with it, honestly. You know what? I guess yeah, we'll keep it at that. I'm not about to spend much more, but here though, we can try to like get the cleave up a little bit better. Cleave or close damage, but more so to cleave maybe. There we go. Okay. Dex. Sure. Why not? That's a really good suggestion though. Blame SB. Like the moment you said it, I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. I absolutely see that, yeah. For the crank up D4 for the first time of the season, who do you think is a stronger build between Cataclysm, Druid, or Quake Barb? Probably Cataclysm Druid, but I think Quake Barb is going to be a bit more fun to play because less snapshots involved. But I mean, the reality is that you're going to smash everything in T4 anyway. The difference is like maybe a pit or two at the higher end, and that's it. But at that point, you're not going to really probably do much of that anyway. Let's be honest. You're not going to be doing what those guys are trying to do at that end. But if you just want something strong, I mean, either or is fine. I think just look at the play style and see which one you like better. Let's try a really good pin shot setup. We'll see. I'll tell you. I mean, I'm just telling you based on just like numbers. Unless you could find some bug that hasn't been discovered, I just don't see pin shot doing pretty well. I mean, I'll try it. Like, once I do rapid fire, I'll throw on pin shot because it'll be a lot of the same gear. But like this, like this season is like the season of the clone, and so if your skill doesn't work well with clone, then you know you're kind of out of luck. That's why Twisting Blades is kind of struggling right now. That's why Barrage is struggling. That's why, well, yeah, pretty much. On reinforcement on planner, you have Heartseeker. Is it a bug? Oh, you mean the mercenaries? I guess didn't change it. That's all. Nah, it's supposed to be Invigorate and Strike. I guess didn't change it. I forgot to change it. All right, let's see how this goes. I think the cleave should be just fine since I actually double crit on it. Quick question. Sorry, my English isn't the best. I play Heartseeker Rogue. I hit the glove 3 times on skill, but when I change Heartseeker, I get 0 ranks. It's because you're in town. You don't get the ranks while you're in town. So leave town and you'll see your ranks go up. I mean, I'm still blasting with just that one little thing of temper on the Vigorating Strike. Yeah. And it's definitely better on single target. Like, no contest. Has to be. Yeah, this was the play. Aren't you using close quarters combat? How am I activate the marks out of it? Cow traps with sharpshooter aspect on boots. Oh god, my first triple thing, but it was bad. First triple of the season on the weapon, and it's garbage. Galadin TV, yeah, man. You're welcome, no problem. Yeah, this feels good. Like, definitely feels good. What should I do? Let's do amulet. Yeah, let me make the update my planner. Because I mean, this makes more sense in general. Like, so we'll do instead of cleave, we'll do clone here. We'll do it like that. 2 masterworks there, and then 1 to close. And instead of clone damage here, we'll do invigorating. You can probably just do triple masterwork on that, because why not? That'd be worth more than the close damage. Well, actually, I don't know. I guess the close damage ratio technically might be worth more for a single target. Ain't gonna do nothing. A target, and you're already smashing things. I guess you just need to have cleave in general. I don't think you need like. Although I mean the difference is still kind of like very small though. Like you're looking at what 6 or 7% increase by trying to triple master word, just maybe 10. I don't know. I'll probably just do triple work, pure master work on the close enemies. I pick cleave would be worse, yeah. I guess thinking just because your clones can also cleave, that like I just don't know investing more damage in the cleave and just have them do more damage, so therefore the cleave itself also does more damage. Will make more sense. Because like you're looking at the whole like this is gonna buff the whole thing, including cleave, whereas this just buffs just cleave, even though it's a bigger buff to the cleave. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I think people would appreciate it more if it, if it downs bosses faster, because they'd be like, oh, can it do like T4 bosses? Like, yeah, absolutely. Didn't know that. Nah, I really want you to try Flurry clone. Been doing sub 3 minutes, and I'm using momentum. I actually think close quarters combat is better than momentum, or stronger than momentum. I'll put it that way. Overall, and you also, I mean, you still have to give up an aspect, no matter how you look at it. Either you do the momentum aspect, or you do the sharpshooter aspect, right? For the or close quarters combat proc or whatever, and tricks of the trade. But with momentum, you're definitely tankier. No doubt. Are amulets with alchemical advantage relevant to any build? No. Not this season. And probably won't be for a while, to be honest. I knew I was gonna get stuck. Make sure the marksman mobility skill. I wish just smoke grenade should be able to proc. It system now does damage. It might as well be a marksman skill. Or make it a marksman skill when you choose a poison grenade or whatever. Like, I don't know. also think a pull might actually kind of might be worth it too with the cleave. But like if you want to like get like a big pack in, leave them all. But I don't really find myself like struggling to kill packs. So when up there, they're like separated, like because the clones kind of go off and do their own thing and cleave different parts. I guess if we were all to cleave the same spot, I should be able to kill them even faster. Technically. Will I go for Pip 150 this season? I mean, you kind of really can't on Rogue. And even so, like if it was even possible on Rogue, like hypothetically, if it was possible on like Rogue, I probably still wouldn't do it because the amount of fishing and trying to find Spirit Caller, you know, once per 4 hours or whatever of fishing or that kind of crap is just really not worth the time. Like you don't get anything for doing the 150 other than like the other 5 or 6 people are going to say good job to you, I guess. But then you wasted all those many hours doing it and realizing, man, I'll never get that back. I'll never get that back. Any updates on Dance and Knives, by the way? I was discussing on Reddit. Some people claim you can speed one run pit 100 in 3 minutes with it. I've yet to see anyone do it. I highly doubt that unless there's some sort of bug, new bug found or something like that. But no. I would say until you see a video of someone actually doing it, I would take that with a grain of salt. And it's Reddit, so there's also that. I'm not saying that it's not real, but until it's been shown or someone's actually you've seen someone actually do it, take that with a grain of salt. This NAS has no scaling. I was supposed to clear a pit when that's what I'm saying. Like I'm in that same boat where I'm just like, you know, unless there's some bug, some new bug has been found, like you can't naturally do that in 3 minutes on Dance of NAS. It's just there's just not enough scaling things you can do with Dance of NAS to get it that far. At that point, it's just math, right? It's not even like player ability or anything. There guess have been a marksman skill, like the skill puncture is. Well, I think honestly, the fact of the matter is that there's more marksman skills than cutthroat skills technically. I think that's kind of why they wanted to do another cutthroat skill, or make a cutthroat skill, I guess. And I can like understand that. I mean, you can count dash and shadow step as cutthroat skills, but they're like mobility. Like they're not. You don't really. Outside of maybe shadow step, you can't really build around dash like that. But people on the Rogue subreddit are so much nicer than the D4 Reddit. Fair, but like I said, unless you see a video, not a screenshot, but a video of someone like trouncing the 100s with Dance of Knives, again, a grain of salt. Because my thing is that, like, again, if there was just some natural scaling that we miss, I'm pretty sure Mippy would have found it by now. All right. Well, cool. This is fun. I'm gonna go and do some other types of content now. But with this, I do need to farm for me Scoundrel's Kiss, or a better one for rapid fire. This is definitely going into my armory though. Definitely worth the armory save. Probably should have run Flurry teleport so I can get around a bit faster. I'll do this after this wave. Bitch attacker feels herself on the play. Can't play anything else. Let's see. This hardcore dash. These guys don't want to like, get in the thing. I hate Spire so much. Who's stronger, Death Trap or Rain of Arrows? Rain of Arrows, but I think you should play whatever one you think is more fun. D3 season 34 in a few hours. Finally a Hellborn. A lot of whatchamacallits. I got the Hellborns late. Is Twisted Blades working correctly this season? I mean, not with the imbuements. Like poison imbuement. Like, so poison Twisted Blades, no. But you can do direct damage Twisted Blades, but I was kind of unimpressed when I did it. Twisted Blades with Witchcraft Orb. You mean Doom Orb? Like the little orb that rotates around you. I mean, it looks cool visually. It doesn't do anything, but it looks cool visually. The Doom Orb literally does nothing. Like, legit nothing. But it looks cool as hell, I ain't gonna lie. And I can understand the thematic presence, right? Blade Dancer is twisting around you, so is the Doom Orb, so it's got that theme feel to it, right? That was weird. Must not have shot clone up. Honestly, like if you like Twist and Blaze, I'd play Shank Rogue. It's literally like the better Twist and Blaze right now. Like no lie. But that run wasn't worth. I was hoping maybe I'd get a better shard. So my divines that held a headhunter belt and PoE2 is godly. B, what's going on? What percent of our damage comes from our clones? I would say. I don't know. I would definitely say it feels more like 65%, maybe 65-ish. Percent of our damage is more so from both of the clones when they do pop out. Like, I can definitely tell a difference when my clone ain't there. But at the same time, though, it could be maybe when my clone pops out, so there's no witness activates. So that's also another damage buff, you know, those kind of things. So like, that's part of it. That's part of it. Part of what I feel. Are they for action RPGs? Oh, you guys weren't around when I was telling you guys, when I was telling my chat what happened. So in the past 2 days, we got this happen in D4. Adam Jackson left the D4 team. Or D4, well, Blizzard in general. He's no longer at Blizzard. Where he's going, we have no idea. Then today, or yesterday, how you want to put it, a few bugs were found in some of the spirit powers. The witchcraft powers that allow Spiritborn and Sort to do, you know, below 5-minute pip 150s now. So that's been a lot of jank. So like, you know, rip powers, I guess, rip balance again. You know, like usual. So that's the D4 stuff. Then the Path of Exile 2 stuff is actually considerably more volatile, I'll put it that way. Ben put out a video 2 days ago completely bashing PoE2. Basically doesn't understand why it even exists because it's such a bad game, according to him. And yeah, he spent 14 out of 16 minutes ranting on how bad PoE2 is. Which made the rest of the community like really rile up behind him because he's technically Path of Exile's best player. So it's like when someone like that speaks and he's usually not negative, you know, the quiet kid, you know, when he's that negative, people listen. So people have been reacting to his video about it. The PoE 1 crying babies. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I put Ben in that category though. Like, I mean, Ben did play a lot of PoE too, so he did give it he did give it a, you know, a shot, and like he didn't play. But anyways, so now that's happening, and then today or yesterday, Jonathan put out a video saying that Path of Exile 1 League has been delayed indefinitely, basically. When I guess people thought it was going to be, you know, come out in February, because that's kind of what they hinted at. So they came out and said, well, we just didn't have the resources to have PoE 1 team to stay on PoE 1 when we needed help on PoE 2. And Jonathan's words, not mine. Jonathan said that PoE 2 is on fire. And I think we all know what that usually means. So when your director says your game is on fire, he says they think all the help that it did, and so they didn't have the PoE 1 team really working on the 3.26 patch or whatever, or update or whatever, and people got real mad. like very, very, very mad about that. So they're cursing out GGG, saying they're like awful. Everybody said rip PoE 1. So people were mad that, you know, PoE 1 seeming like they're abandoning PoE 1. And then now people are upset at the state of PoE 2, saying it's trash and how its end game is trash. And so PoE just kind of the PoE crowd, the community just feel like they're kind of in a spot where they don't have anything good going on right now. And the one thing that they felt that was gonna go good is 3.26, and that's who knows how far away. So yeah, let's just say has not been a good couple of days for any of the action RPGs. Meanwhile, Last Epoch has been, you know, quiet, no drama, just doing his own thing. Yeah, that about sums it up. So I think a well-rolled invigorating strike. You mean for the cleave? So, but anyways, yeah, like I said, PoE community, it's on fire. I think it might be more damage than Heartseeker. Possibly. I guess now that you can actually throw the double damage on the two-hand weapon now. Yeah. Maybe. Definitely worth for me throwing this on Maxroll in terms of like variation. Like I won't change it over obviously because then I'll just have to call it a whole different guide, but I think I'll probably throw this variation on Maxroll. To be honest, I was playing D4 for a long time. It took me out from D4 a couple of months ago. I swore I never played PoE. Felt the game was kind of arcade and stuff. And here I am living for PoE too. Never played PoE in bottom by the way. Yeah, I think it's just I think at the moment it's just that the narrative around PoE 2 in general has changed significantly since December, right? In December, there was nothing really but heaps of praise, mostly minor inconveniences, of course. And then it got good update. It actually got a really good patch, quality of life patch. And people were just saying, oh, that's, you know, it's so great. The patch is so great. And then like not even a week or two after that patch, people were just saying like how trash PoE 2 is. We're talking about the same people who were like literally like, you know, saying, you know, lots of great things about the game. So it's just like, it's interesting how the narrative changed when the game only got better within, you know, between launch of the early access and now. But somehow the narrative has gotten worse. Now I won't say somehow, like I think it's kind of obvious why that is. But like I think, we as a collective, humans as a collective, we tend to, we get into this honeymoon state of something, and and once the honeymoon state is over, we start to see what we, did not see at the beginning, and now you have different opinions. It's why at the start, when I was playing PoE 2 at the beginning, when people asking me, how I feel about it, versus like let's say D4, I'm like, well, I'm kind of in the honeymoon stages, so it's like, obviously this is going to be more fun because it's new to me, You know, I haven't experienced a lot of this stuff. Whereas with D4, I know the game inside out. You know, thousands of hours in it. So of course, I'm going to naturally, you know, be enjoying the new thing that I have not done. That's also fun to play more often, right? Because creating drama for money. You really think Ben is doing that for money? The dude who normally never complains about anything. Really? The dude doesn't even have like a like. Did you watch the like video? His video is like trash quality. Like the video itself. I mean, not the commentary per se, but just like, I mean, the dude doesn't really upload. He's not like a. He's not doing it for clout. He didn't do a clickbait title. He didn't do a clickbait thumbnail. He literally just says the ups and downs of PoE 2. That's the title. He didn't even clickbait title it. I'm sure he was trying to do it for money, bro. He totally would have baited the shit out of that. Like I said, he rarely ever complains. And again, when your best player says, what's the point of PoE 2 even existing? It's going to catch people's ears. Whether people agree with it or not is one thing, right? But like, he's well respected throughout the community because of his achievements in the game. I missed the Sword Spiritborn part. Are they broken again? What's the tech? I don't know. I don't know how to I don't know how to replicate the tech off the top of my head because I'm not really interested in it. But it's basically something to do with decay augmentation or whatever, and being able to store damage in a way and then kind of make it go boom, almost like the barber. But there's videos all over YouTube about it. If you want to look it up, you'll see 150 sword clears, the new build, 150 Spiritborn builds with the Jaguar. So it's all over the internet. You can't miss it. Like Diablo's community is a lot better than PoE's. PoE's community seems to be like trials, salty people and kind of competitive in a game where there's not even a rank system. Well, I mean, there's considering that like the original Path of Exile community in general are usually made up of people who, you know, just keep in mind like Path of Exile 1 wasn't really friendly to casuals. So like basically like your base is more so of your your more hardcore players, people who would play a lot, you know, spend more time in a game grinding and stuff. So you have a natural sense of people feeling like they're better than the other people who play easier games or games that are not as difficult or whatever. So naturally there's going to be, you know, that, you know, ego, that like, you know, the elitism that doesn't it's an action RPG, so it's really not warranted, but people are going to feel that way anyway. And yeah, there you go. Achievement doesn't mean everything you said or do should be believed. I mean, you can watch the video yourself. I mean, he makes pretty solid points. Even like the other content creators aren't saying he's wrong. Because many people have like, you know, responded to it. Like they respect what he said. But I don't necessarily agree with everything he says either. But I can understand why he said it. Like there's merit behind what he's saying. Right, like sure it's perspective based for sure, but I mean I think honestly what's really telling is just how many people have now started coming out saying PoE 2 is bad after that videos came out. Like the whole like, you know, like what do you call it, bandwagoning sort of thing. You know, people bandwagon when people say something is really good, and it's like they want to be part of the in crowd, so there's like, yo, this is the best thing ever and stuff like that. The same thing happens when someone of that caliber says something is really bad, right? Like then people are just gonna go like, you know, oh well, I knew it all along, right? It's like I was one of the people that thought it wasn't a good game either, like, and you know damn well that wasn't you, right? Like you weren't that person. Now there will be some people that like legit thought they couldn't say anything bad about the game because they would get trashed by the community. So now that Ben kind of opened up this Pandora's box, people now feel like they can say what they really want to say. But most people didn't feel that way. Most people didn't feel the way Ben did, right? But yeah, but now you kind of see that sentiment and stuff like that, and it's a wild take. Don't get me wrong, but there's a growing disconnect between PoE 1 and PoE 2 players. I think PoE 2 folks are still enjoying. While PoE 1 be seeming to be mad that it's not an update to next gen PoE 1. Oh yeah, of course. I also called that out. Back in November? I don't. You probably weren't here around that time, Con the Stampede. But yeah, like literally, that's just what happens between like when you make a legacy of a game like PoE 1 that's beloved, like that can never be topped. Unless you just make the same game with HD graphics or the same game literally just with like, you know, like a new class or something, like they're not gonna be happy. Naturally. It's the same shit that happened with Monster Hunter Crew. Monster Hunter Generations hated Monster Hunter World when it came out because it evolved to be something different. And Monster Hunter Generations is like, oh, this is a game for casuals, right? Which is funny because Monster Hunter World is not an easy game, but compared to Generations, it is kind of easier, right? But you have the Generations people saying that's not a real Monster Hunter game. Now you had your Monster Hunter World people saying that Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak isn't the real Monster Hunter game. So you had the Generation versus World versus Sunbreak, which is actually quite hilarious, right? You have the same thing happened in the Smash community, same thing happening in the Counter-Strike community, same thing happened with Diablo community, same thing happens with it just is what it is. Right? It doesn't matter. Like you're gonna always have that something. The original was legendary, and it'll never be overcome unless you just make an HD version of it. Right? So of course, that was my main comment in November. I'm like, I wonder how the PoE 2 players are going to I wonder how the PoE 1 players are going to take to this game, like in terms of what's going to be the divide between PoE 1 and PoE 2, because it's going to happen. This higher wave in front of horse had better chance for better loot? No. Nope. So if you just want loot, if you want like a unique or whatever from there, then the 6 wave horrors are best. If you want like materials or whatever, and I guess XP, then the 10 wave horrors are the best. You think people prefer PoE 1? I mean, some do. I mean, I'm definitely not in that boat. I did not like PoE 1's combat. I like other things about PoE, but the combat definitely turned me away. Like, for sure. But again, like I said, like as someone who hasn't really played much of the original, it's hard for me to kind of have a comment or have a fight in this thing, because it's like, I'm not saying that like the game can't evolve, but I can totally understand the people who have been there in the franchise since the beginning. They want to have a fun game too, but they also have to realize that the game has to evolve and be something different than, a little bit different than what one was. And if they can't get over that, then, it kind of is what it is. But it was going to happen. Like this divide is what's going to happen. Hating on stuff sells, otherwise Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith wouldn't have a job. PoE 2 is good, knowing we said PoE 1 to fall back into, and PoE 2 is really good. Well, now it feels like there's nothing to fall back on. Yep, that's been the main narrative because no one knows when the new league is coming in PoE 1, so it's kind of like, oh, so now we have to wait until PoE 2 can get good, and we have to wait until indefinitely before we can play PoE 1 new league. So like the PoE players in general feel like they don't really have anything to do or play because they're burnt out or bored of PoE 2 or whatever. Now claiming it's bad in game apparently, all of a sudden, and yeah, it's just kind of a mess. I don't, like I said, I much prefer PoE 2 over 1 for sure, but I'm not like taking a side or anything. I am on no side of anything when it comes to any of this. I'm not like team PoE 2 or team PoE 1 or anything. I'm not even part of that community. I'll play PoE 2 when some new updates come out, enjoy myself, stay on my corner. Whatever is whatever. Will I play the new Assassin's Creed Shadows? I'm not gonna have time to. C6 says PoE 2 is okay. P4 is okay. The balanced take. Who cares about sides? Well, if you browse the internet, you're supposed to pick a side on everything. You can't have a balanced take. You can't like everything. You must like one thing, and then the other thing that you must like one thing, and the one thing you like less is the enemy, and you must hate it, and you must admit that you hate it. That is how the internet goes, right? Not even kidding. Like, that's exactly how that works, right? People get crazy when I say, oh, he's like, D4 or PoE 2. I'm like, both. I like both for what they are. They both got problems, but I like them for what they are, and I will play them for what they are. And people are just like, no way, no, I can't accept that answer. What build I play on PoE 2? It was a custom build. I played like a Toxic Rain or Toxic Growth build on Ranger. Deadeye. I had fun with it. It was really the only Ranger build I liked, honestly. All the other Ranger skills felt very vanilla, and in my opinion, quite boring because it was just kind of point and click things I can get from other action RPGs. But Toxic Growth was like different. Like it had a different flair. The combo to it, was just very satisfying. It definitely stood out versus like the other Ranger stuff. The other Ranger stuff just felt like, oh, I can get that in. Well, there's a better version of that in Diablo, or hey, there's a different version of that, a better version of that in Last Epoch. It's kind of like, but Toxic Growth though, Toxic Growth, that's what got me hooked on Ranger. And the other classes I don't really too much care for. Maybe Mercenary I'd be okay with. But I'm really waiting for Huntress. Huntress seems like a class I may like a bit. So we'll kind of see how that goes whenever that patch comes out, that update comes out. I love all action RPGs and hate all too. It's okay. People must like the game they like. There's no need to choose unless you like PoE 1. Then you're wrong. It should be ashamed. Parentheses, I'm kidding. I just think I'll just put me to this way. I really think all the hate that GGG is getting right now, or Jonathan specifically is getting, is really unwarranted, man. Like, I know I can understand being disappointed, like being really disappointed, right? I understand that, but let's be honest. Like, how much goodwill has GGG, put out in the community over over decades that they've been supporting their games. Like, they're going to have a blunder or two or three or whatever every now and then, and it happens. Like, it happens. Like, no one's perfect, but I swear, like, they do 90% of things right. The 10% that they do wrong, all of a sudden they're like the worst company in the world. Jonathan's the worst developer. She sure never did anything on Path of Exile 2 and blah blah. I mean, it's just like that's why, like, it's just like no company, no developer is safe. Because no one can be 100%. It's humanly impossible to be 100% like in the right. You can't. It's literally impossible. But the internet will like literally make it seem like, they throw away all the 90% of goodwill they've done all this time for the 10% that they have not done as well, right? Or not done good, and however you want to phrase it. And all of a sudden they're like the worst company for like a couple of days now. Like, it's just like, bruh, like, they made mistakes. Okay? It happens. They tried to do things. They got a little overconfident. They couldn't sit there and support both games like they thought they could. Jonathan's words, PoE 2 is on fire, so they had to keep the PoE 1 team on for a little bit longer. And now the league is, for PoE 1 is pushed back. Shit happens. Does it suck? I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does suck for those who want some new PoE stuff to happen. But, I mean, things happen. I'm not saying don't be disappointed. I'm just saying, like, don't sit there and, like, all of a sudden boycott the dude like he's like the worst thing to ever touch Path of Exile. Like, that's exactly how the community is reacting. But there's a wild Ava that has appeared in chat. What's up, man? So I've been on this Shank Rogue train, Ava. And it's been performing rather well. Like, yeah, invigorating strike rogue, man. With more focus on the double damage from Shadow Clone than the actual cleave, because you don't really need that much. You just need one roll of cleave on like a sword or whatever. And that's enough to literally just like whop a pack. Physical combat we do once to something. I actually did before I actually streamed. I actually put together some kind of okay gear for physical twisting blades because I had something that I can kind of put on real quick, and I tried to do it. I kept close quarters combat though, just because I had all the close damage gear on stuff like that. And I'm like, well, close quarters combat is still good for it and whatnot. And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of disappointed, unfortunately. Mainly with the single target damage, man. I was kind of floored that I wasn't doing better, considering I had a really good Twisting Blades glove and had some pretty decent pieces, you know, full mask glyphs and stuff. So, ow, whatever that was. Someone on YouTube says, "Tell Ava, invigorating strike clears TB easily." I mean, it's just like, I mean, I'll show you. I'll show you. Because I still have my Twisting Blade gear, so like I can kind of. At least I think I still have my Twisting Blade gear. In my opinion, it was obvious after the release of PoE 2 there'd be a situation where the game would still be raw at the same time. Work on PoE 1 would be frozen. I mean, I kind of figured that. You know, like it's a company at the end of the day. They thought they wanted to be able to please both crowds, and then they just didn't realize how much work it was going to be, I guess. Or I guess they didn't realize how much more work they would have to do on PoE 2 or whatever. And so like, yeah, I mean, but I mean, it's not like it's not a far-fetched thing that doesn't happen. It happens all the time. Right? Like, oh, like over time, that's just, you know, it happens, but people really don't understand that side of things. And they're not people are saying that Tencent corrupted him, and there's so many different theories right now, like literally like jumping around. it's so bad. Oh yeah, this was my Twisting Blades glove that I think I bricked. I could not get Invigorating Strike for some reason. Hold on, let me see. Let me make sure that I won't say it's brick, but I couldn't get the secondary I wanted. It's not that big of a deal, but it would have been nice to have. I'm pretty sure it's bricked. Yes. I can't change it. Anyways, yeah, let me put on my Twisting Blade stuff real quick. Then you can get an idea, I guess, where I was with this. There's my Twisting Blades bow. Twisting Blades stagger. Other Twisting Blades stagger. How you have all the time for resource? Well, I mean, if you're playing the Heartseeker build, it's pretty much the same thing. Nothing changes in terms of resources is concerned, like how you manage a resource. A mad rap is like a jungle in its habitat. You know, the strappers got from you is cuddling the cabbage patch. I used to do karaoke to this song. Gotta make sure I get my resources fun. What gems were that I put in here? I actually don't even have any. Do I even have any? My gems are kind of like meh still. Just throw a couple of emeralds in there, because why not?
Color and brilliance.
Okay, so what do we do here? Oh, that's right, because I trap momentum as well. So let me switch off of that. We'll go, I guess, Blade Dancer here. I don't remember what I have on the amulet though. What did I have on the amulet? I don't remember. The cleave here. Barrier, that's right. Retribution, but I might do accelerating. Run tricks too, yeah. I already have tricks on tricks of the trail on this board too. What am I missing? I think it's just accelerating, right? I guess I can put accelerating on the amulet. I'm not at any specific breakpoint, so like, forgive me for not having the optimal breakpoint. We'll do conceded for consistency, and we'll change this to accelerating. Okay. That glove looks so bad though. It looks so pitiful. Well, not the glove, but my masterworking on the glove looks so bad. I think we can. I think we can do it. We can give it a little bit more justice than that, just a little bit. Okay, chill game. Okay. It doesn't want to not do invigorating strike. Oh man. But the crash. All right, Con. Yeah, you have a good one. You're probably already gone by the time I saw that message. Close damage. Bro. This game. It loves that secondary roll for some reason. See, yep, there it is again. When I see twisting blades or close damage, I'm just full send it. It's gonna give me vigor. It's gonna crit on invigorated straight. Watch. Oh no, double two, close score, close. Yeah, max left. That's fine. That's fine for now. I'm just trying to do a 90. Most of my plus quarter combats builds are usually speed 90s, 95s roughly. All right, so switch the skills. What build you have the most fun with so far? Honestly, the basic attack builds, Heartseeker and Invigorating Strike, have been my favorites to play. Although I will say, I think I will have a special place for Reign of Arrows, like the try hard, because I like pushing a bunch of buttons. Like I'm the one who likes to push like 80 jillion buttons, so I like playing that. The convoluted rotation Reign of Arrows. However, I do like just the synergy and stuff that I get when I play the basic attack builds with close quarters combat. It just feels very good to play. It's kind of hard to really to like describe, other than it just feels good. What gloves am I wearing? I mean, Twisting Blades gloves. Technically, it's more damage than having the clone out. But not to mention, I do kind of need one more aspect though. I try to both with the shadow graphs and without, and I don't know. I'll do a run with each just to kind of showcase. I do need to resourcefulness elixir for my whatchamacallits. Was it a bad day for action RPGs? It's just awful news for both D4 and Path of Exile. I guess you need to create a clip with the situation. I just figured that people who like join D4 and Path of Exile streams would kind of know the drama of each game. Usually, I guess you could say, but maybe I kind of underestimated. Nah. D4 lost Adam Jackson. Not good. Then there's a new bug with some of the seasonal powers that has allowed Sork and Spiritborn to basically invalidate 150s, which is very bad for the game. So that's D4's drama, which isn't really like that big of a deal. But the PoE drama is way worse. 2 days ago, Ben put out a video trashing PoE 2, saying it's a very bad game, that it has no end game, and that he doesn't know why PoE 2 even exists. And if you don't know who Ben is Path of Exile's best player. Like, he's considered literally the best player of that game's franchise, basically. And he normally is not negative. So when he puts out a 16-minute video and 14 minutes of it is trashing the game, people listen. So he did that 2 days ago. And then Jonathan came out yesterday announcing that the new PoE 1 League 3.26 is basically no release date. There's people it's supposed to come out in February, but now they're saying that they don't know when it's going to come out because they had to pull the PoE 1 team to help out on the PoE 2. Quote unquote, PoE 2 is on fire. Jonathan's words. So the PoE 1 community is extremely upset about that announcement and is blaming PoE 2 for PoE 2 is ruining their game. Now people are saying PoE 1 is dead. Rip PoE 1. And now people hate GGG for, yeah, pretty much. That is how that goes. I think that about sums it up. So all that drama happened in like 2 days. While meanwhile, Path of Exile. Meanwhile, Last Epoch is like doing like, you know, just over there, just chilling. Like, bro, we good over here, man. I mean, we may not have much going on over here right now. At least not yet. We got an update coming, but you know what I'm saying. At least we ain't that. Right? Last Epoch is just like chilling. So, but yeah, Ava, I don't know if you're still here, but I think I think my energy consumption is fine, but let's yeah, obviously not like 100% optimal, but I'm like definitely past the average gearing for sure with maxed out glyphs and stuff, but everything you normally would want to take on a TB close quarters combat build for glyphs. Hopefully my resources is gonna uphold. I don't think I did anything else more to it when I first did it, and that was fine, but we'll see. I mean, it's cool looking, don't get me wrong. There we go. It's actually doing a little bit better than how I had it earlier. I wonder what I changed. To be honest, but it's taking quite a few hits to be able to like clear a pack though. We're looking about like 9, 10, like about like 5 to 10 stabs maybe, depending. The ramp up. Still need GA Dex Dagger? Nah, I'm good. Alright, get that. I got Blast Wave. I got hacks right now. Oof. I'm hitting right about the 3-minute mark now already. It's not awful, but like I was kind of hoping for a little bit more. I guess I had to backtrack because I didn't kill something. Nah, the backtracking sucks. That was awful. I wasted like 20-something seconds in the backtracking. So yeah, that's Twisting Blades physical. I'll give it another run with me not getting like having to backtrack. I was playing a non-physical poison version of this 2 weeks ago. It would go up to 60 billion ticks, but the problem is that the poison stack was not reliable. Yeah, my resources was fine, better than I thought it was gonna be. The double dip victimized Heartseeker was your favorite so far. Like watching a video for a new Heartseeker, then maybe cool. Honestly, I think here's the thing. I know I'm an anomaly, right? I know people are going to feel way different than I do about this, but I actually like the current version of Heartseeker the most out of any version of Heartseeker that has existed. I'm probably the only one that probably feels that way, and that's fine. I totally get it. While I like Season 4 Heartseeker, Season 4 Heartseeker had a lot of mechanical problems. And what I mean by that is that, like, it was wildly inconsistent. Because your damage was based on a bunch of bug scaling, you either did a lot of damage or you dealt no damage. So like you had to put all your multipliers together in a certain order and then hope that they all kind of stood, in that spot that you wanted for all your damage to look, nice. You know what I mean? So it was a lot of inconsistencies on Season 4 Heartseeker, right? And almost all your damage was done from the victimized proc itself. Which was okay. Like I was kind of mostly okay with that because you still deal some damage, but most of your damage was from the bugged scalers or whatever. Whereas this season, your damage is coming from you and your clones, and to see all the different arrows coming from your clones or whatever, just looks so much cooler, and your damage is way more consistent. You're not dealing with why did I do no damage, and then why I'm doing like a jillion, you know, damage over like that. Like it was really consistent. It's fast. It's got great AOE. It's got great single target. I won't say great AOE, but it clears well. It has great single target. Season 7's Heartseeker just plays smoother. I think the thing that I think people kind of, you know, glaze over in Season 4 Heartseeker is the fact that Season 4 Heartseeker was considered one of the best builds on Rogue. Right? So, like, and it was the most popular build because you didn't want to play Pin Shot, which was technically the best build, honestly, that season. But everyone, like, Heartseeker, and people consider that the best build. And that's kind of where everyone is kind of like, I missed Season 4 Heartseeker because it was Rogue's meta, technically. But I guarantee you, if Heartseeker this season was technically Rogue's meta, we will have a different perspective on it. Because people just remember it being one of the better builds, not necessarily how it mechanically works. So, you know what I mean? So I put it this way: if Depth Trap and Rain of Rose didn't exist, we will be saying we will be singing a different tune about Heartseeker this season. I actually don't know why this run is so much worse than last runs. I know I got like the Blast Wave Shrine last time, but I don't know what made. I mean, maybe the barrier stuff. I don't know. The knights or whatever just are awful. Maybe it's my play. I'll go again after this. That's what Frenzy did. Twisting Blades is beautiful. It does have a vibe to it. I agree. There's another bunch of unintuitive weird scalers to do damage. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, trick attacks. I'm mad they still haven't fixed that. I'm tired of using Calvin Nameless, honestly. Yeah, where's my damage at? Where's my damage at? No! More than one stagger? Like, for real? Oof. Yeah. And like I said, this is kind of with like the stuff I kind of threw on with the close quarters combat stuff, which, you know, works. I don't know how much more I can really gain from this particular part of it. Excuse me, Mr. Dioxide. Are you also trying to Death Trap build? Nah, I don't like Death Trap, personally. Let me like pay attention to make sure I don't miss any like buffs or anything. And I was like talking a lot last rift. Yeah, I guess it gets unfortunate because I mean, honestly, if you want a melee stab build of some sort, like Invigorating Strike is ironically better at it. Overall. Come on, there you go. Yeah, they survived. How did they get? Come on. All right. Rogues have many good strong builds. Yeah, that is true. Relative, yeah. Oh, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. No. More than one stagger. It is Bramble, but still. Ruga, what's going on? Oh no, this build is this is Twist and Blades. I'm about to go back the Invigorating Strike to kind of show the comparison there. Finally finding you on stream, big fan. Thanks to all your builds. Thanks, man. I enjoyed them throughout the seasons. Mostly. Quick question: is there any difference between Shroud mod and subterfuge skills mod and chess? Not really. They're the same thing. Shroud. The subterfuge role is a more generic role, and it rolls like one rank less. But the difference, I mean, because that's a stopgap until you get your gosh, brain fart, Shroud of False Death. Then like it doesn't really matter. Yeah. It's just there as a stopgap, and it's just a lot of defense. So one rank less isn't gonna kill you. All right, so now let's go back to Invigorating Strike. I have to change my whatchamacallit. I forgot to just save it in my armory. Adapt. Yeah, man, you're welcome. And socket. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I should do a short video on this Shank Rogue with Invigorating? Because I mean, I don't think anyone's ever put out a video with Invigorating Strike before. And I was just doing it for fun. And I was like, you know, I kind of want to have some fun. This would be kind of fun. And now I'm like, yo, this is actually like good, like relative, like relative good to what other things that we also have. I should at least make it a variation on Maxroll, I think. This is basically almost all the Heartseeker gear, with the exception of like maybe one or two pieces. Wait, what else is there I'm missing? But I had 2 extra points. Oh, that's right. There we go. Let me take it like that. There we go. And now, boom, we're playing Invigorating Strike. We should do Flurry. I'm sure there are videos out there for that, no? Gotta remember to set a timer and reset my game every hour and a half so it doesn't crash. Okay, now it's time to do that right there. Eric Boo became a member of the YouTube channel. Appreciate you, sir. All right, I think that is it. Everything else stays the same. And here we go. Invigorating Strike. Who's that? Rugen. Rugolol. Appreciate the sub. Yo, look at, I mean, that is just stupid, ridiculous. Like, the damage difference. I'm messing up a little bit right here, though, but... No, there we go. I mean, literally just a couple of shots. Well, I got the shrine right now, so I guess that doesn't really count, but I was kind of getting most of that anyway. Yeah, I mean, there's a difference, like between the two, for sure. Basically, what I feel like TB kind of should have been more of. I mean, look at that. Look at the single target. Like, it doesn't even have any stacking like TV does. Like, it's just weird. It's just weird. It's weird this season, man. What happened to I don't want to be like a night owl like the rest of you anymore? Well, I mean, I think someone else said it. You don't choose this life. This life chooses you, pretty much. It's kind of what happened. I guess because like also the beginning, like the start of every season, you know, kind of gets like that, right? Whereas like I stream for longer hours because there's more to do. New season came out ish, so it's like, all right, I guess it's time to, you know, do the thing. Please post Ben. I have a planner to it, by the way. So I guess I'll go ahead and do this, but I think I'm just trying to figure out how I want to go about turning it into a video. Because I really don't want to be a long video. I almost just want to be like, I just want it to be like a, you know, basically a Heartseeker, but a couple of these things mixed. Can you do 100? I mean, I can. I mean, it won't be fast. My gear isn't like optimal for this, but I mean, I can. I mean, do you want me? Do you want to see like a 6.5, 7 minute 100 clear? Is that just what you want to see? The gameplay doesn't change. It just takes longer. Heartseeker still fun this season? Yeah, it's one of my favorite builds. I mean, this is technically Heartseeker, but with Invigorating Strike, literally. it's basically all the same stuff. I just changed out the basic attack, and that's pretty much it, roughly. Basic attack, 1 temper change, 1.5 temper changes, I guess you could say, and then we're rolling with something different. Have I seen the Spiritborn 2-minute pip 150? Yep. The bug? Yep. That's gonna be nerfed or fixed. That is not staying in the game. In my opinion, Blade Dancer aspect should be a skill upgrade for TB, and the Blade Dancer aspect should increase the orbit time to like 5 seconds. I don't really know, honestly, what they. I almost feel like they don't. I don't really know what they really want to do with Twisting Blades, honestly. I do feel like once the foam stuff is fixed with the poison beam and stuff, we'll have that back. But then poison would be technically your only option on Twisting Blades. Like you won't be able to do anything else besides poison, ever. Which I guess could be okay if people are fine with that. I'm gonna say ever, but like I mean, the difference between going a pure poison route and not is just will just be drastic once the clone stuff is fixed. But when it is, people will be happy. People are like, yo, Twisting Blades is back again, right? So the ATB needs a fair few QL changes to make it feel better and be meta. You saw the Invigorating Strike thing like just now, that run. Like it's just don't get me wrong. I'm having the blast with Invigorating Strike, but I don't really ever feel or see there should ever be a reason for that to be better than what Twisting Blades can do. Like, I'm just being honest. I'm not saying I don't like basic attacks. I really do, but like I mean, I can literally do this. I can literally do something similar with Blade Shift, right? It just makes you feel a little bad that Twisting Blades is the one on the struggle bus in terms of the cutthroat skills. You got Invigorating Strike outperforming you. Blade Shift can outperform you with Pain Gorgers, that is. Crazy enough. You got Flurry outperforms you.
Welcome to my home away from home.
Like, a Flurry I can understand. Larger radius, less clunky application, more scaling options for physical. options. I honestly, I don't ever foresee Twisting Blades ever being anything but poison in the future, unless they just do some sort of just absolute like crazy rework on it of some sort. I just don't see it. It's almost always been poison all this time, except for the one occasion where we had the barber and people just went cold because the barber did all the things, right? But outside of that, it's always been poison. And you know, then they basically gave us a key passive that only really works with poison. So it just makes it seem like you know what I mean? It's just I'll say that it only works for poison, but realistically speaking, let's be honest, it's really a poison key passive. So I don't know. Poison TB, but Ward of Khan is higher DPS than Blaze Shift for Ingrained Straight, right? I don't know. I honestly I don't know. It would be if the clone worked correctly, but it doesn't with the poison imbuement. Because at that point, is your damage more so coming from Twisting Blades or is it coming from Rain of Arrows? That being said, let me save this in the armory because I'm gonna have fun with this. Something to do. Call this. Name it to Shank Rogue. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, poison TB with Wakanda. It's not really a TB build. That's more of a Rain of Arrows build with, or Rain of Arrows is kind of like carrying that. Otherwise, if it was TB that was doing that, I think we would have kind of probably, gone with that route on Maxroll for now, I guess, right? But it's not. The tier list for D3 updated? Should be. I mean, it doesn't really change much. Well, I guess it does for between seasons just because of the powers, the seasonal powers, but pretty sure it is. You can see this that's something that was like kind of out of place. I've seen the PoE drama. Oh yeah, talked about that like multiple times throughout the stream today. That's why my stream title says "Bad Day for Action RPGs." Because both games, D4 and Path of Exile 2, had some bad news. Albeit, Path of Exile had news was considerably worse than D4's news. But yeah, I've talked about it for a bit. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do some Lord's Ears for a little bit. Actually, do I have any blood in my inventory? Got this 9 to 5 stuff. I understood, sir. Thanks for coming by, Ava, as always. Yeah, I guess I'll pick them all up. What's the best way to collect fragments? Kill elites. So basically anywhere that has a lot of mobs, elite mobs especially. Wish Tide is good for that. Ironically enough, in front of horse it's actually not bad for it. You can get them from whispers too, from caches. You can get them from when you upgrade your mercenaries for their barter system. You can get gem fragments that way. There we go. That was my damage. I was like, wait a minute, what happened to my damage before? Ow. You traded runes for Royal Skulls diamonds. That works. That's a little bit of blood. Where are these boots? Just curious. Oh, those. Need to post these two builds, attack basic and twist and blaze. I'm just not seeing that comment. I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't think I'm gonna make a video guide up for like the twist and blaze stuff. Honestly, it's not terrible, but like I think like clones are probably gonna get fixed pretty soon. That's I almost said soon. Let me rephrase that. I'd probably say mid-season patch. And then when that happens, then the normal belt twisting blaze builds will be kind of back in session. The invigorating strike is new and different and something no one else is doing. So it's kind of like I think that would be kind of cool to kind of put out there, considering that it is performing better than twisting blaze right now. I'm just trying to figure out because it's like 5 a.m. now, so it's like if I'm gonna do a video on it, I probably need to start now before work. So I can kind of get that out like quick. So I'm trying to think. I still didn't get the rapid fire today either. Though. Probably get the rapid fire tomorrow. And all my people's, all my friends, not all my friends, but some people will be playing D3 tomorrow, and I'm a little jelly just because I just don't have the physical like time. Not time. I mean, rephrase that. I can't put in hours to blast. Is the build on Maxroll? No. I guess made it today. But I will. I mean, I won't make a guide out of it. Like I won't do like a separate guide out of it unless it somehow becomes popular or something. But I'm not gonna. But there's a planner. But yeah, I'm not gonna make like a new guide. You know what's funny? I had the wrong wish gems in. Yep, I had the wrong wish gem in for this build. I have witch hour on for no reason. Literally for no reason. Yeah, it's supposed to be whatchamacallit. Eldritch Witch Power is supposed to be here, place for witching hour.
Yo, Dark Side, we just got raided, son.
What is up?
You know how we do.
With the
Drop my
raid.
new beat for these new viewers. Sheezy out.
What is happening?
Lady Lash raided my stream with 12 viewers.
How are you doing? How's it going? I did a pit 190 or pit 90 tonight with Nick. Oh, nice. We were just making up some new or cooking up some new rogue setups or whatnot. Came across Shank Rogue tonight, which has been pretty fun. Literally, you just walk up and shank things, and that's it. That is the gameplay.
Potato, potato.
Who is that?
Hey.
Oh, okay. No, Decoy usually does that alert. That's why I was like, I was like, who's that? Yeah. You know, I guess we can do another 90. I guess I showcase it for the people who came in. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. That's the wrong elixir. There we go. But thanks for coming over. Hope you're having a good season. Oh, wow. That hurt. Season been fun. What Necro Bro are you playing? Isaiah says you feeling like you're a legendary gem? Very nice. You need to hide behind the wall, see. Come on. It's scary to say. I'm like, if I don't want stagger them, I can have a fit. Bloodway, those you start with minions. Okay, yeah, minions is kind of really unfortunate because redeem zoomed in. Okay, I gotta do another one zoomed in. What happened to my music? Can I use shake armor in the rails? You can, but you'll do a lot less damage if you did. But I mean, if you just really wanted to do it, I'm not gonna tell you no. I just think you're gonna be disappointed. Oops, whoops. My playlist like ran out or hit the end. Almost never happens. Like 1942 songs on it. Any builds or air petition benefits from as always Cal. Rogue is gonna mostly be Cal in most builds, because a trick attacks is bugged. As long as trick attacks is bugged, we are stuck with Cal, basically, for most rogue builds. I hate Cal, I really do, but it's just ridiculous. Playing zoomed in makes it feel like an action game. It's just... Oh, altar. Just okay, just got one, but you're making a barb and druid. Nice. I think this will be my last pit, and then I'll probably have to raid out, or should raid out, I guess. No, I can't find the armor, dude. There we go. Oof. Did not see whatever killed me, whatever they just killed me. There we go. Contemplating on buying a 3 GA Verathri for 40 plus bill. Jeez. Set up Raptors are hard though, because like, you know, you gotta do a lot of Inferno Wars and then get lucky. Out of like most of you, oh wait, I didn't one rotation this thing. That was odd. That was awkward. Nah, but yeah, I mean, this is the best I got, and I'm not gonna like. I would love to have better basic attacks, right? And then I would like to have a better unique affix on it, but like, I mean, also being able to triple crit on that basic attack too as well. Like, it's gonna be hard to find something a little better than that, even though it's not great. But it's still gonna be hard to find something better than that. So I'm just like. Surely it'll happen maybe at some point, but maybe. You're over cap on attack speed with that triple crit or no? Honestly, I haven't checked. I honestly have not checked. But I wouldn't be surprised if I'm not, because I mean, like I'm pretty sure I'm at cap. I just don't know how much over I am. So like I could probably get rid of attack speed here, or maybe try to. I don't know if I really want to remaster word that though. Like, I guess my thing is like if I'm gonna do anything with this sword, I'm gonna wait until I get a better one. You know what I mean? Like, sure, I can do like maybe 2 on basic attack and then basic attack speed and then 1 on basic skills or something like that. But like, yeah, I could probably just remove the attack speed on the ring or whatever. But I have it there. I had it there as like a just in case, right? But I'll like double check. Can Heartseeker do pit 100? Yeah, absolutely. Anyways, this has been good. I'm happy with this. Tomorrow we'll inevitably go into rapid fire. At some point, I keep saying that. I really do need a better Scoundrel's Kiss though. The one I got is like pretty poor. Well, it's not terrible, but it's not good either. I think everything else I have is actually pretty decent for rapid fire, except for actually no, my gloves aren't that great either, and neither is my amulet. I got some work to do. It's looking like. Let me check my stash and see if I even have a rapid fire glove. Boo! I have a +2 rapid fire glove. That is so like not cool. I don't know. I can figure something out to work. We'll figure something out. You say you have a Scoundrels? Yeah, actually yours look kind of close to mine, to be honest with you. It looks very close to what I have. Except my GA is on the rapid fire ranks, but it's 42%. I mean, I guess it's good enough for, you know. Oh, I guess let me show you guys. So you guys can't see. Yeah, this is my scoundrel's kiss right here. This is the best I got. It's not, again, it's not like terrible, but it's like average. You got GA RF 50%. I'll take that. Nah, I don't really need the GA on an attack speed, to be honest. I'm gonna be able to cap or close to cap my basic attack without it. So. How much were you trying to sell that for? Or was that just sitting in your stash? You have two. So will you just let one slip away? Here's my tag in case you want to add me. But after this, I definitely gotta go. Igni for it. Here's a bill you can get behind. Oh, what up, Danger? You didn't get to see the gameplay, did you? I don't even know if I have Igni, to be honest with you. I might. No, I don't have Igni. Hold on. Nope, I do not have Igni. I'm not even like yanking you. I legit don't have one. You just woke up. I guess I can do one more run to show you. So we got this, what Twisting Blade should have been, Invigorating Strike Rogue. It's actually quite the quite the setup. Like good enough to where I actually might make a video. Like I'm gonna make a video of it. It's gonna be a short video because it's literally legit. Like it's basically Heartseeker but with with Invigorating Strike. Thank you, sir. But it's there is more focus on the clone damage because we don't need like a lot of work or emphasis on the Invigorating Strike cleave. Honestly, it doesn't matter here. As long as you have it, it's fine. That's it. Like you legit don't need more like any of that. So we get to put the bigger shadow clone, deal double damage chance on like the bow, and that really helps scale the Invigorating Strike and the shadow clones for the Invigorating Strike to some pretty nice heights there. So anyhow, I don't have my correct secondary, but that's okay. Here we go. One last run because I'm leaving after this. I'm doing this just for you, Danger. Because I know you about that life, right? You about that life. I know you done time. But literally, like the AOE clear is actually quite nice, while having decent single target, or at least good single target, respectable single target for what this is. Oh wow, this thing lived. The pop. I do every time I log in. I find some mobs to shank. I went all this way for that. But yep, literally you just walk up and shank. That is all you do. Oh, come on, give me some mobs to kill. Really? Okay, I was about to say. Some Naruto looking attacks. And boom with the single target. And that is Shank Rogue. TM, by the way. Copyrighted. Not really, but I've been wanting to do this for some time, and I've done it in season 5 and a little bit in season 4 and season 5. But like it was always kind of like a side project that never really kind of got like I've done it, but it just really wasn't worth like talking about it. But it was fun for me. 0 damage on non-stagger, just rotate. Yeah, pretty much. But yep, that is the yep. Stabby McStab face. Peachy, how long you been gone for? Yeah, I disconnected so what happened was sometimes if I try to change scenes in OBS just crashes, and then when it crashes, what ends up happening is that I can't open it back up at all until I restart my computer. Happens like I took a nap in the process. Well, you missed some Twisting Blades that really wasn't that impressive. Shank Rogue was actually better than Twisting Blades. But yeah, about it, I think. Grab some stuff, whatever this is. Oh, this is all I get?
We could use some help.
All right, well, anyhow, that is it. We're rating out. Tomorrow we'll look into some rapid fire. I think we got a lot done today. We actually talked a lot about Path of Exile and that drama. Seems like people really weren't interested in the D4 drama, but I guess the D4 drama is really just, oh, things are bug again. Okay. I mean, that sounds normal. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it sounds about right. Sounds about what you'd expect from Diablo. So, D3 blasters are ripping it right now. Oh yeah, because the Korean servers they've already launched a couple of hours ago. The Oogie Boogie's playing. Wow, actually, he's got quite a few views watching too. I don't think I've ever seen him with this many views before. I guess people are interested. Yeah, I kind of want to click. I want to see all the people, what they're looking in. Yeah, he's Paragon with 115 already. What scoundrels were you looking for? I got a pretty decent one actually. The chat's like D3 on D4. Rotten Flecker's in there. Some people I know are actually in there. All right. Anyways, we're gonna raid Roxy, and like I said, do not think I'm gonna be doing the D3 thing this weekend. I just can't. Unless maybe tomorrow I feel okay, I feel good, and I might, but I don't know. I don't know, because then I'm gonna be hooked on some D3 for about a good 2 weeks or so. Leveling up Paragon enough and stuff, and I still got things I need and sort of want to do in D4. So, but I appreciate y'all. Enjoy Roxy, and I'll see y'all tonight. And as always, till next time.